Armin from the Comic Book Cast.
And this is Joel, also of the Comic Book Cast, also known as the DVD Grouch on YouTube.
And this is Spandex 101,
a brand new show where we provide you, the listener, with a comprehensive guide to comic books and superheroes.
Alright guys, and we're back with another episode of Spandex 101. Sorry this is a little late, but we actually had a bunch of problems with my internet connection and all sorts of problems related to uploading and downloading videos.
Yeah, but that's fixed now, and we are back with yet another very important question when it comes to getting into comics, and that is, where and how do I buy comics?
Now, you might think this is a simple question and answer. It's not.
It used to be quite simple. There used to be a time, and it's hard to believe, that, if you wanted to buy comics, it was just as easy as, buying them off the news rack along with paper and magazines. And you still can in some places, but not everywhere.
And most of what you'll be able to buy is the stuff you probably don't want to read.
Yeah. Archie, surprisingly, very easy to find. If you're into Archie, you can get Archie fucking everywhere.
The Punisher, you're not going to find that at your local supermarket.
No, the messed up Vietnam vet who brutally murders criminals. Yeah, it's a little hard to find.
So, Joel, I think the most important thing here I should say is comic printing is not dead. Despite what some people will have you believe, it is not dead. It is actually pretty damn successful right now. I mean, yes, it's obviously gone downhill with the inventions of like such things as tablets and digital reading, but you can still find comic book shops probably right near you.
Yeah, more or less. There's actually a great thing. Just, type in find local comic shops, and you just type in your postal code, and it will tell you where your nearest comic shop is. Because that's how, frickin' united they are. Because they really want people to get into the brick-and-mortar comic book shops.
Yep. Now, if you are one of those people that, there are some series, like, you want to pick up, but you don't know where to start. Obviously, we cover that. Start with the new recent, pretty much the reboots of both universes.
Is a good place to start, and from there.
What we mentioned was, of course, the trades. The nice little books that pack in 5 to 6 issues. Some even pack up to 10 issues, depending on what you're getting. What's good is a lot of comic book shops, or even bookstores, are going to have a section where you can just outright buy those. And they try to keep them pretty well stocked.
Yes, does your mall have a Kohl's? Do they have like a Kohl Books or a Chapters? You can get frickin' trades there, man.
Right, in America, if you're, Borders Books or Barnes & Noble, something like that, they're guaranteed to have them. I know, because I buy mine there, so...
Mm-hmm. Now, for international people, again, this is if you want your actual physical copies, I actually stumbled upon a great site from the UK called BookDepository.com. Great selection, and even better than that, amazing prices, and they don't charge you for shipping and handling.
They are
for
quite. I was able to order New Avengers for $5 cheaper than what it is in a store with free shipping. So,
BookDepository.com are freaking aces in our book, and hey guys, maybe send us some free shit. For all the hard marketing we've been doing for it. I can't believe I didn't know about them before, that I had to stumble across them.
Now, of course, like I said, digital. Everybody's on their computers. Everybody's got freaking cell phones. Everybody's got an iPhone or an Android now, by the look of it. iPads are the new thing that I see 5. My daughter is 8 and she has a tablet, okay?
That's amazing. That amazes me.
So, here's the thing. You can download such apps as Marvel Comics, DC Comics, or one that's actually just for both of those called Comixology.
Yep, that's the big one. Basically, the Coca-Cola of digital comics on the internet is a site called Comixology.
And the moment the comics are out in physical form, 12 in the afternoon, every single issue is out on Comixology every single Wednesday.
That's called day and date, and that's a big deal.
And what's good about that is I actually buy a lot of comics like this when I'm like, oh man, I wake up in bed, I'm like, today I just don't want to go to the store. I really want to read this one comic, see if it's good or not. Buy it and done. Now, what's also great about these places is Comixology every single week will run deals. They're like, oh, it's Venom week. What's Venom week? Well, every Venom comic is 99 cents.
And not only that, too, but Comixology has a huge backlog
of
comics as well. So if you want to get, you want to read the old school stuff, you want to get up to date on what's going on, they are a great place.
Yep. Now, something that was announced just recently, and it's called Marvel Unlimited Subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this has been a service that's been running. I've actually been a member along with one of my friends. We share an account. It's $9.99 a month. you get an access to over 12,000 old comics. And what's nice is every week they add newer comics. So like a couple months ago they added the entire Civil War.
Wow,
Every
nice.
time and everything. You can read it digitally on the website, or on your tablet. But starting on August 27th, for $100 a year, you sign up. You will get exclusive stuff shipped to your house in limited comics that are only going to have variant covers through that service.
Damn.
You get discounts on all digital comics you buy through them and through Comixology. And not only that, you get the access to all of those old comics right there, however you want to get them. So if you are a Marvel guy and you want to get into Marvel, if you can throw down $9 a month, check it out. And if you like it, throw down that $100 because you're taken care of.
Yeah, in these harsh economic times, you want to be taken care of on comics. That's the way to go.
Hands down. There's no better way.
And the other thing too, because again, we've mentioned what is it? We've mentioned brick and mortars. That's the actual stores that are owned by people that you go to. We've mentioned digital. I suppose we should have this conversation now because it's a perfect time. Where do we stand on the digital versus actual physical copies?
Here's
It's
how
tough.
it is for
It's
me.
a tough debate. It is probably the toughest debate in the comic community right now.
I love digital. I love having my tablet. I love just waking up in the morning. I grab my tablet. I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed. I want to read 3 issues of Guardians of the Galaxy. I also, at the same time, having that physical copy, the smell of the comic in the paper
yes.
is
The
so
newsprint.
gratifying. Like, you just can't compare.
Yeah, it's that is definitely the thing. And me too. I'm very much a collector of things, so I of course have my comic shelf, my many fine mahogany smelling comic book shelf for all my different stuff. But the benefit too people don't mention about digital, and again, a lot of the companies are really kicking up their digital game. DC especially, they have like comics for every day of the week now
Yep.
that are digital first exclusives. And they really have worked it out perfectly for how to do comics in digital now, to the point where you don't spoil the story while reading it. Because when I'm reading a paper copy, I may accidentally flip through it, or I may accidentally see the final page where, oh
Yep.
god, it's the big mystery reveal that I accidentally spoiled
Oh,
for
yeah.
myself.
Oh, yeah, that's happened.
Digital is great like this because it really does control your eye.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny too to think that when we're doing reviews during the week, because obviously for those of you who don't know, we review comics over on the comicbookcast.com. I'm pretty, yeah, I know. I'm pretty much getting digitals for work, right?
Yep.
Is my thing. But then if I like the series enough and I like the writer enough and I want to support my local mom and pop shop, when it comes trade time down the line, I'm definitely going to buy the physical trade.
Oh, when I love a series, Jonah Hex, New Avengers, Aquaman, I'm getting the single issues or the digital versions, and I'm buying the trade when they come out. That's how it's done. It's
Again, too, it's as I said before, we have to remember that we're in an interesting place as people who, comics are kind of our job.
Yep.
But yeah, those are some of the many great ways of all the places that you can buy comics.
So there we go, guys. We hope we answered another question for you, and we'll be back next week with, in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
With even more topics, and I figure I might as well put it out here now. We have a list of topics that we eventually want to get to, but I guess the question I should ask everyone listening there is, what is a question about comics that you want answered? Yep. Be it a technical question of, how do I get into comics? Where do I buy comics? Maybe it's just a story thing you want explained or answered. I know I was pitching to Armin maybe later down the line we could do a special episode on the Robins, something like that, all the different Robins or something like that, or a particular writer or something. So if there's something you really want to see,
or why modern day Deadpool seems to be overrated when he was such a great character back when.
Or again, see questions like that. If you want us to talk about stuff like that, if you want us to answer questions like that, by all means, mention it down in the comments, and we will try and get to it.
And we will consider all of them. So ask away, guys. Ask away.
Fan involvement is something we definitely want to get into. So
and
do
if
that.
you really want to know more about comics and you're starting to get into them, go check out Blood Sweat Comics on our channel. It's our comics only podcast.
Mm-hmm. No nasty movie stuff to confuse you.
Yep, just straight down comics, and it'll probably blow your mind at the beginning, but you might start getting interested into all the crazy crap we're talking about.
Mm-hmm,
hopefully.
Comic books are like soap operas.
Oh yeah, hands down. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us for this episode. And do we have a call out sign or sign?
No, we don't have a sign off for this show yet. Hey, if you have a good sign off for us, tell us in the comments and we'll say it.
Yep.
Spandex
Until then,
ho!
Excelsior!
There you go. That's good.